Now, this next plant in our series is one I definitely would never go without in my garden. In fact, it's native to most of North America. Today, we dive into Salvia. Hello and welcome to Sprout Logic Gardening. So why Salvia? Why is it a beginner-friendly plant? So we always start in the same place, which is pollinators. That's our first category. So for pollinators, it has a very long blooming period. In my area, zone 8, it's usually late spring to very, very late fall. I'll have flowers on it. That's a long time to provide nectar. The flowers are also easily accessible to bees, butterflies, hummingbirds. The list goes on and on. So it is very, very strong when it comes to pollination and providing that to other beneficial things like those bees and stuff we talked about. So in that area, I'd say it's an absolute slam dunk. And it also provides plenty of flowers, putting up multiple spikes. So it just continually provides that benefit going forward. So next, we always talk about, well, how tough is it? How easy is it to grow? Well, Salvia is another real tough one on that list. Drought resistant, really enjoys that full sun, wants free draining and pretty dry soil, except when you're first establishing it. Very important that you keep it regularly watered. But overall, it is a very, very tough plant. A little consideration to note, if your garden has heavy impacted soil, it's very moist or wet consistently, you might want to pass on Salvia. It will do really poorly in those kinds of conditions. In fact, it's one of the few that actually did well during the transfer so far before my move. I put it in a pot, it started flowering. It's actually doing better in the pot than it was in the beds, which tells me, well, that probably means the conditions are better, it's drier in the pot. Something for me to take to the next garden. So another thing to mention about Salvia, there's so many different varieties. There's annuals, like the ones behind me here, the white Salvia. I have perennials, two different versions in my garden. I have a dwarf variety, more compact, smaller shape, and then I have a standard, just run-of-the-mill purple variety, which is tall and bushy. So you really have lots of choices to choose from. When it comes to colors, yeah, it's all kinds. You have pinks and blues and purples. You got the whites. I've seen pretty much almost every color as well when it comes to this. So there's plenty of variety to choose from when you're looking at the colors. So when it comes to being tough, reliable, I mean, it's a slam dunk there as well. I really think it's a winner in the garden. Lastly, I'd say, is there anything negative to consider about Salvia? I'd say no. I can't think of anything that comes to mind, honestly. It is a little bit slow growing, so if you're going to plant it from a seed, like that taller variety I showed in a previous clip, it took quite some time to grow. So growing from seed, it takes a long time, not always guaranteed to bloom in the first year, by the way, if you do that. So something to keep in mind. And I'll give you one final tip when it comes to Salvia. You want to continually deadhead those flower spikes. It's very easy to deadhead. Follow that spike all the way down, clip it at the bottom, good to go. As long as you keep up with that, it'll continue to flower throughout the season. So for me, when I think beginner friendly, Salvia is definitely really higher up there on the list. So I hope this video is helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, we'll see you on the next video. Take it easy.